Six Flags Over Georgia just announced a new coaster to come to the park this year in 2023. But is it a great addition to the park? Let's dive in, discuss, and see. So with that being said, let me explain. Yes, indeed. After 12 years of going without a brand new coaster from the ground up, Six Flags Over Georgia finally announced a brand new coaster to come to Six Flags Over Georgia in 2023. This coaster will be a family single rail racing coaster manufactured by Skyline Attractions. This coaster will have a 36-inch height requirement, it will have an awesome LED track lighting package, dual track with 12 crossovers, and over 1,100 feet of combined track length. It was announced back in December of 2022 that Fiesta Texas would be receiving one too. For the state of Georgia, this is pretty cool, and let me tell you why. This marks it as the state's first and only, for the time being that is, single rail coaster and the only racing coaster in the state of Georgia too as well. I know. This is not the single rail coaster that everyone was expecting and that everyone wanted, as the great majority of the people were hoping for an RMC Raptor, similar to what Wonder Woman at Six Flags Fiesta Texas has. But here's why this coaster will hit at the park. A key phrase that was mentioned is that it is a family coaster. How many family coasters does Six Flags Over Georgia really have? Oh wait. Exactly. The park was truly in demand of another one, with the main one being the Joker Funhouse coaster, which, let's be honest, it holds one of the longest lines at the park without a doubt, and rightfully so. It's a seriously epic family coaster. To alleviate some of the crowd away from the Joker Funhouse coaster, it is in the park's best interest to add another family coaster, and one that is quite unique. Yet again, this coaster will have a 36-inch height requirement, and to the general public, this coaster will be a favorite that families will do together, and park leadership is going to be quite happy with the reaction of guests. This is a racing coaster, so imagine the fun of having a big family or group gathering and racing them with thrills. Seems epic to me, but also this having 1,100 feet of track length with 12 crossovers is going to be mind-blowing to guests. Let's be honest. The Joker Funhouse coaster is just about over once it starts. What I mean is that it is extremely short, it's awesome, and has a great helix sequence, but it's quite short. Now, something I wanted to touch on is for those that are indeed coaster enthusiasts such as myself. In my opinion, this will count as 2 separate coaster credits. The reason I state that is because it is a racing coaster with 2 separate track layouts, therefore, yeah. That to me is 2 separate coaster experiences. Therefore, that's 2 separate coaster credits. Hey, I'll take it. But the more I look at it, I only see a very slight difference in the layout of both sides, but we'll see though. But I'm excited to ride both sides of this new upcoming coaster and to see which side holds the best ride experience. But we'll see. Now that I had some time to reflect, I had some people before Six Flags Over Georgia's new announcement of this new coaster ask me, what if your April Fool's video on the park getting a new launch coaster would come true? And it made me think, what if it did come true? Well, it didn't happen, but one thing is that it is not out of the question with my joking timeline, 2024, or is not out of the question in general, to be honest. It could happen. The way it could happen is that this new family coaster will bring in a lot of new guests, with the addition of the park adding new events and festivals, more and increased beautification of the park, and more dining options, which I feel the park did a great job at last season for the 2022 season. Check this video out right here to see what I mean. But this new coaster that is officially coming to Six Flags Over Georgia sounds kind of familiar to me. The idea of it, that is. Sounds familiar from a video that I made about new coasters to come to Six Flags Over Georgia where you at least expect them to be located. Within that video, one particular coaster that I thought would be pretty cool, here's a snippet of that section of the video that I published back on September 2nd, 2020. Take a listen. Next location on this list that I feel that would be really fit for a new coaster would be the all-new Gotham City. And what would be a good fit in that area of the park would be a Skywarp Horizon steel single-railed power coaster manufactured by Skyline Attractions. Would be a really good fit and fill the void of space in the all-new Gotham City area of the park. This coaster, similar to the new for 2019 Tidal Twister coaster that is located at SeaWorld San Diego. At Six Flags Over Georgia, I believe that it should be themed after Two-Face, since the great majority of the rides in the Gotham City area of the park are themed towards supervillains. Two-Face would be a perfect fit, being that he is a villain, and this coaster model has a dueling figure 8 layout with 2 trains going on it at once. You may ask though, why Two-Face? With the 2 trains at once layout, Two-Face is obsessed with the number 2 and the concept of duality. He often stages crimes centered around the number 2, where he'll even go as far as to commit a crime at 10:22, which in military time is 22:22, to keep up with his obsession with the number 2. This layout fits well with the small footprint of space in the Gotham City area, the 2 trains going in a simultaneous figure 8 motion and themed to Two-Face. Sounds like a good idea to me in my book. I know, it's a different model of the coaster from Skyline Attractions, but I thought it was pretty cool that I made a video on Six Flags getting a coaster manufactured by Skyline Attractions, which there was only one other ride manufactured by Skyline Attractions at a Six Flags park, that being Harley Quinn Crazy Coaster at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And let's just say it didn't do well at all, with it only lasting 1 year, then it was defunct. Now, with that being said, let me know your thoughts on this new coaster coming to Six Flags Over Georgia. Do you think it's a good addition to the park? Do you think that it will increase attendance? Will it better Six Flags Over Georgia's coaster lineup? And how hyped are you? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I would love to hear from you. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if I made you all smile, and leave this episode a big like. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Till the next one, take care, be well, and have a thrilling day.